Yo, what is up, guys? It's the Nightwing at Way of Life Esports coming at you guys with another League of Legends video here today. So, as you guys already know, Nukeduck is a legacy mid laner in the LEC, and for the LEC 2021 Spring Split, he was playing for Astralis. Midway through the Spring Split, he had to leave for personal reasons. They brought in Magic Felix. I think Magic Felix is actually insane, and I actually had him in my LEC 2021 Spring Split All-Pro team, and now we have a rumor today surrounding Nukeduck, which is actually pretty interesting. It's a rumor. Former Astralis mid laner Nukeduck is rumored to join Excel Esports for the LEC 2021 Summer Split. So, when I first initially heard about this and read this, I'm like, why? I don't hate Nukeduck. I think he's a pretty okay mid laner, but, like, you already know what you're gonna get out of Nukeduck.
It is a why.
Yeah, it's like, it's not a bad idea, but it's also not the best idea either. Also, they had Checolad, who wasn't the worst mid laner, though, and they have an updated rumor here for him. It's yet to be decided where Checolad will play. If the rumor is true, Nukeduck will rejoin his former teammate Patrick, which he played with in Origin in 2019. I mean, okay, so this is Warren. Please take the words out of my mouth, dude, because
this is one of those cases where we're seeing and T-Root mentioned it in a different video about like the NBA. We're seeing players want to join teams with people they've played with because they feel more comfortable. So that could be a reason why. Maybe they want a veteran leadership in Nukeduck. I mean, Nukeduck is basically the EU dollar store version of Bjergsen, let's be honest.
I like that one. Less successful and no trophies. Damn,
No trophies.
Warren
He's EU pole belter.
Warren, you're so
he's
mean.
EU pole belter.
Okay, but he's better than pole belter though. Come on, don't
He's way better than pole belter, but he's literally
my boy Nukeduck like that. Come on, man.
He's definitely the dollar store EU version of Bjergsen.
Oh my God, Warren.
So it's like, hey, I'm getting.
Sorry, I thought that was Power of Evil.
My God.
I mean, you're getting something a little bit better. Personally, I think you put a guy like, you see, like, I wish Nukeduck would have like let's be honest, what other teams could he go to? Niski signed, Blue's gonna be there. Vito has a lot of potential.
He played for Vitality already, way back in like 20.
Yeah, the only other team I could see him going to is
2017
is what maybe.
Yeah. Nukeduck played for Vitality a while ago when he had fucking that dog shit roster of like Joko. Dude, I want to go on that roster.
It was like
dog.
Yeah, I think Sing was on that roster too.
Yeah, Joko Vander at some point. Oh, that shit was straight up terrible, dude. Oh my God, Nukeduck's been through the ringer. Like his team with Origin back when G2 built their super team, that was legitimately a pretty good team though. The issue here is like they had issues with like competing with G2 because of their macro and how they were actually playing the game, and they just failed at the last minute. They choked at the last minute every single time. And like looking at Nukeduck now, if he's on Excel, it's like I don't hate the idea of this. It's like, why? I thought EU has all these players growing in their scene.
I mean,
I'm just saying though.
I mean, I have an idea why I don't like it, but I have a theory.
Okay, they're basically just getting Bjergsen's like spirit in Nukeduck that they want for their org, right?
So, honest theory here. So, I'll admit I don't care much for Nukeduck as a player. I haven't since like 2018, 2019. Like 2020, I thought he was bad. 2021, I thought. Honestly, I'm kind of glad he was off Astralis because then Magic Felix got to come in and kind of show off. One reason why I get Excel might be exploring Nukeduck is because Excel's style in the Spring Split was the late game like scaling team, and I feel like that's kind of Nukeduck's play style. Is like he'll do good in lane, he's a serviceable team fighter, and he'll just kind of carry late game depending on the champion you put him on.
His style is so outdated though. He plays too slow. Like.
Well, and that's the thing. Like Excel, their style is a little outdated, or just not in terms with the meta as far as being a scaling team.
I agree with that. Yeah.
And maybe the reason that they won a little bit doing this, but then they kind of fell off when they got like found out. Maybe they needed someone who's been around for a while and can play this style a little bit better than Checolad could. I get why they might be doing it. I just don't agree with
This
it.
guy says XL is like the worst org in the history of the LEC. Holy shit, after 5 splits, they never managed to be in playoffs, and every offseason they downgrade their roster. Okay, last LEC 2020 summer split, they almost made playoffs. They were just they
I
just
mean,
love
the same
choking.
with this.
They
Yeah.
always
Yeah.
get close.
They
They
always
get
they're
really
like
close.
always one game off. They're always
I
one game
don't think
off.
they've other than like the first split they were in where they were like eighth or ninth, they've like always finished seventh.
Yeah, I remember. And they said, remember last year how they somehow concluded Expect and Mickey were the problem and not Cadril and Torre?
I mean, Cadril admits, if it's funny kind of to just hear Cadril like whine about his time on XL. I mean, I love him as a caster, so
I like
it's kind of funny
Cadril.
to like watch him like
I
just
thought he was a
dig on
pretty
his own
great
roster, his old
dude.
roster.
Unpopular opinion, I thought Cadril was a pretty fine jungler, actually. I think if he was on a better team, like Fnatic or G2, he could have really showed what he had, though. I think he was just on a bad team, though. And that's the thing, though. Maybe Whipple was right in his own personal opinion. If you're not on Fnatic and G2, it is really hard to really show how good you are.
You mean Broxa?
Or Broxton.
I mean, Larson is not Larson. Inspired is doing pretty well for himself, but this is like his
yeah, you're right. Yeah.
second year on Rogue.
Well, I mean, and that quote was taken in
Razork,
2019, 2020. So
Razork still has been performing pretty good.
Razork's pretty good, actually. I like that guy.
And so, like,
Elioya
and Tinks, I think honestly, the only other place I could see Nuka going to when I think about it is probably SK, because maybe they needed that, like let's be honest.
They might have actually been Fnatic if they had Nukeduck, though. With that veteran leadership, that might have, because they needed that veteran leadership in those moments in that series, though. It wasn't like they were playing truly bad. It was like at crucial moments, they just became fucking stupid and did retarded things for no reason. You know?
Right. That's kind of how I felt too. It's like if they had like a Nukeduck, I mean Nukeduck, EU Bjergsen has a big champion view. Dollar Store Bjergsen,
Dollar Store Bjergsen. That's okay. Warren definitely coined that. He's like, I'm an EU prophet now, and now I know EU Bjergsen. Warren's just flexing on all of us plebs here now.
No, not
like,
at all.
What's that meme? Mom, can I have Bjergsen? We have Bjergsen at home, and then it's Bjergsen at home, but it's just a picture of Nukeduck.
Yeah, and also I think some Alfari brought this up in another interview with Travis Gafford. Even though I hate Hotline League. Yeah, anyone that you can tell Travis Gafford I don't like Hotline League. They never take my takes. But anyway,
that's where I actually found Warren at. I actually liked his takes. Him and a lot of people I found.
Where you found me?
Yeah, no, I loved all your guys' takes, and I was like, these are some smart people. I need to have these guys on my show. You guys are not getting you guys are getting disrespect over there. I'm like, come over to Big Daddy. You know? Well, I'm just kidding.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. Yeah, just kidding.
Okay. Anyway, Alfari mentioned that like he the reason that he left EU also is because he noticed that orgs are like just 1 year and done with, or 1.5 year done, and then it's rookies. Like the veterans aren't like he felt like he felt like Febvin can still play, and he felt like other players can still play, but they're just like, and I get it, they don't want to recycle it, but there's a difference, right? Like,
okay,
Double Lift played for a long time. Bjergsen played since a very long time, 8 years or so.
Did Alfari really name Febvin? Like,
no,
did he call it
no.
Basically, I know the interview he's talking. Basically, he's saying like veteran players who are still really good get kicked for rookies because the orgs think that if you bring in a rookie, you're gonna have bigger upside though in a rookie. Like it's not really true though. Like let's look at G2 though. How many rookies they have on that org though? Let's look at Fnatic though. How many rookies Fnatic have? You know?
I mean, are you talking about this year or historically?
No, like he's saying since he said the upward trend since like the upward trend is like basically teams are like, because when he was mentioning he had got a lot of offers, and he's like it wasn't the money, it was just he didn't like the fact that it seems like it's a rookie, like unless you're in G2 or Fnatic, all the orgs are like you're kind of one and done unless you make a name for yourself, like self-made, like like
Kai-
Larson or even
Kaiser,
Hansama. He's been around long.
Nemesis.
Nemesis,
Yeah,
yeah.
Nemesis. Like so, I get why they guess that's the only. I guess now they're like backtracking and saying, hey, you know what? Maybe we need to mix up the roster with veterans and rookies so that we have more play. So I get it, but again, it's like like you said, Checolad wasn't bad. Maybe get rid of Young Buck. Maybe Young Buck needs a better. Like I mean, could you imagine if Young Buck was the coach for I don't know SK or for Misfits? I think those teams make playoffs. Like, well, not
No, I
I
agree with
think
you.
Misfits, not SK. I
Maybe
think
it's not a
Misfits make.
player thing. Maybe because like when I look at XL's roster, the only bad player I thought was Torre. He's running it down the whole split, but it's like outside of that, were they really playing that
A
bad?
bootleg Hillsang, basically.
Okay, without the and this is without the coin flip. He's just a flip. He's just flipping to the bad side.
Yeah, like he literally is. He what's that? He's like he's not seven. He's not Mountain Dew. He's Mellow Yellow.
Or he's what's that thing players call it? No negative gaming. No, he's just pure negative. He's just straight bad. But this guy makes a pretty good point. So weird. There's so much EU talent. Nukeduck is really better than all the National League players. That's my thing. That was like they have all these players, quote unquote, quotations, and they don't even go for it. They just go for a veteran. And I mean, if he's not like, and guys, let's be honest, he's not that bad. But we're saying like, Excel literally trying out a new guy, and they're like, okay, fuck that new guy, let's bring in a veteran. I mean,
if they want to replace Checolad, just bring in your academy mid laner. I mean, their academy mid laner right now is in the top 8 at E Masters, so like they have a decent mid laner to try out if they're like want to do something new. I don't get why we have to bring the old horse out of the barn just to see him get shot in the kneecaps again.
So mean.
Listen, I agree with you guys. I really think that they should probably get rid of Torre. Like, you know what you're getting with this dude. Just get somebody new. Do like a.
Well, I mean, and that's the funny thing is that the other rumor that about XL is that they're gonna dump Torre to get Denick from
after trying out
Misfits.
a few ERL
That's
supports.
fine. Denick's.
So this is another rumor. After trying out a few ERL supports, it's rumored that Denick will be the one to join XL Esports for the LEC 2021 Summer Split. I mean, that's a pretty good upgrade right there. I didn't think Denick was bad when he played. Honestly, I thought he was pretty solid.
Denick kind of got done dirty last year. I think Denick got done dirty by MSF because he was doing pretty well, and then like
they chose Dawes.
Then you get Vander, and then what's his face? I forgot the caster. That's the coach or the
Deficio.
Deficio, with his friggin'.
Okay, I'm not trying to start conspiracy theories here, but every single team Deficio's gone to, they've just started they started decent and they've just hit the train wreck. I'm not saying he's the cause. I'm not saying that, guys, but I'm saying there's a pattern here. Just saying.
Denick has some. So I guess they're just trying to put some more veterans on there, because he's hitting. Let me look him up. I think he's like 20, actually 23. He's like getting up there. And
this would be if Denick starts in summer. It would be his 3rd split in LEC.
Yeah, Denick is 25.
Oh dang, he's a year younger than me. Fuck. Okay. I mean, overall, let's be honest here. XL need to make changes. They need to make changes to the point where they want to make playoffs, right? Okay, so they have a goal. I like your goal. Make playoffs. But they're also going to have to improve how they play the game, too. Like, it's not just players that'll do that for you. They need to fix their macro. Basically, the whole copy-paste to their macro, their late game, their shot calling, their decision-making, their champion selects. They need a lot to fix. But I think these are some good fixes. You know what I mean? And that's pretty much it for this, guys. I mean, anything else you guys want to say? Like, I don't hate these changes, guys, if they are true. These are rumors. I think these are good changes, but it's like, maybe. Maybe this will get them.
I do think one thing you gotta ask yourself, and maybe we'll talk about this if we do like a preseason video, like later in May or early in June before the spring split starts. How much do you think that XL making roster moves is gonna come into play when you look at Schalke also making roster moves?
True.
Because they've lost Abadage. They're bringing in Nuclear Int.
Is he actually
Yeah,
good?
that's literally the guy's name, Nuclear Int.
Nuclear Int. Okay. I love that
Um,
name.
yeah. So who knows? Maybe you can look at like Schalke fall down a little bit, and then a team like Excel or Misfits kind of come in and take that sixth place playoff spot. So
I
I
like it.
I don't know. I hope to see that Excel does well, but I think it comes down to other things because there's a rumor that Vitality are signing Nemesis, which I think is interesting.
Oh, that might not be true though, because he
Um,
said because today Nemesis posted a picture of him with LS doing like some content
I
house or some shit. I doubt
I mean
it.
I'm sure he's still in Korea, so it's like I said, this is all rumors, this is all speculation. I don't know if
Yeah,
any of this is actually gonna happen.
guys, remember these are
But
all
it's just
just
kind of fun
rumors.
to play around with these ideas,
Yeah,
and
I
like just
like
kind
it.
of spitball what could happen.
And that's pretty much it, guys. I'll see you guys later. Like, comment, subscribe. Most of all, enjoy. I'm the Nightwing and Way of Life Esports. Signing out, guys. Peace. Have a good day. See you guys later, and goodbye.